Meet Rahima, a wife to a husband who beats and cheats on her while providing her with very little support. She is also a mother of 3, and at only 26 years old, she has already had 3 abortions due to being unable to provide adequate care for extra newborns and struggling to give her current children the basic essentials. Despite carrying a lot of social responsibilities within the family and community, women in Kenya's Kwa Marugi slums face numerous atrocities on a daily basis, such as physical abuse, sexual abuse, infidelity, and social exclusion due to living with HIV. Our project team, Oyana, Swahili for Inspiration or Uplift, couldn't simply stand by and watch this injustice unfold. We had to take action. In 2019, our team went to Kwa Marugi to conduct a needs assessment where we spoke to the women to learn about the issues but also to hear ideas they had of their own. Our team made 2 key observations. The first was that the women had outstanding hand dexterity due to their extensive domestic duties, and despite their hardship, were determined to fight for a better future. The second was that Kwa Marugi has a strong tourist industry.
During the ideation phase, our team of Ariana were trying to create a sustainably profitable business idea in order to attract tourist consumers and to suit that to women's skill set. And handmade soaps seem to be fulfilling all 3 of those criteria. Our team has established that soap is a highly sought after product by both tourist consumers and local businesses, like, for example, Kenyan hotels.
From research conducted, handmade soaps have a gross profit margin of around 70%, depending on the soap type, packaging, etc. Not only does this allow the company to be considerably profitable, the soap can be easily stored for future online or in-person events or sales. Therefore, Oyana team members were able to be flexible when allocating funds for materials and equipment. A lot has happened since 2019, and now 8 of Oyana's different flavoured handmade soaps are certified in the UK, and Oyana is registered as a CIC, Community Interest Company. This generation of a variety of soaps led to successfully performing 2 sales in Exeter last year. This proved the viability of Oyana's product and business model. Following the initial soap sales in Exeter, Oyana also reflected and developed ways to boost their soap's revenue and decided to increase their online presence and approach local businesses in Exeter and focus on efficient and sustainable production.
This led to another massively successful Christmas campaign where we achieved a massive sales of £958 from 209 soaps sold, with a total profit of £422 thanks to the greater exposure on multiple platforms. In parallel with the success of the UK sales, Oyana team members have also started training 3 women from the Kwa Marugi community in soap making. Our team is happy to report that the 3 women, Joyce, Fanny and Joanne, who participated in our bi-weekly training, have increased their income by 50%. The lessons include how to make their own soap products using the recipes inspired by Kenyan ingredients, as well as basic business skills to help the women run the venture on the ground.
While the women in Kwa Marugi are becoming more proficient and more knowledgeable in soap manufacturing, our team is finalizing concrete business structure and training women with viable business skills in order to create a successful soap manufacturing business that is meant to come into fruition by the month of June. There also have been established connections with 2 Kenyan hotels in Nakuru who are keen to purchase Oyana soaps when production of them is going to be more commercially viable.
In the long run, Oyana aims to pay their beneficiaries a salary of £4 to £5 an hour, which is about 3 times the minimum wage in Kenya. And at the end of 2022, Oyana hopes to employ 2 additional full-time staff. The team intends to generate regular sales as it will ensure a consistent revenue stream that contributes to the financial stability of the women's family and show their community that there's still hope for a better future. Furthermore, by providing natural and sustainable soap to local and tourists, the Oyana brand will likely receive additional recognition that raises publicity for the team and their fight against gender inequality in Kwamurugi. While Oyana regularly communicates with their partners Doxa via Zoom, a trip to Kwamurugi is paramount as it would allow them to continue pushing beyond the training process and become a profitable business. The purpose is to secure new customers and become the primary soap supplier for hotels in Nakuru. The team will also teach additional business skills to the beneficiaries, such as creating an organizational structure, branding, and reiterating the safety procedures. Ultimately, the aim is to turn the Kenza branch into a self-sustaining business with minimal supervision. Once business structures are in place, it will allow Oyana to pursue other sustainability goals, such as widening their product range. They are already in the process of developing liquid soaps, scaling production, and cultivating relations with Exeter business. In summary, we have demonstrated entrepreneurial thinking by identifying the plight of women in Kwamurugi and their urgent need for financial independence. We have also demonstrated entrepreneurial thinking by identifying an opportunity in hotels needing to supply soap for guest rooms and local vendors needing products to sell to tourists. In terms of innovation, we have demonstrated that by creating 8 different flavors of handmade soap using ingredients inspired by Kenya. Our bars of soaps are more environmentally friendly due to them being made from natural ingredients, needing less water in production and sustainable packaging. We have demonstrated the use of business principles by selling soap online and in person in Exeter. We have also built infrastructure to establish a registered business in Kwamurugi, Kenya. Lastly, we have demonstrated sustainable positive impact by being able to pay 3 women to be trained in soap making and develop their business skills to run the female-led venture. Speaking of local businesses, the next project we'll be discussing is the Urban Mushroom Company, or commonly known as UMC, which aims to reduce food waste and carbon dioxide emissions.
Every day in the United Kingdom, we drink 95 million cups of coffee, and 99% of our coffee grounds end up in a landfill. This means that each year, 500,000 tonnes of coffee waste is deposited in the UK alone. The naturally acidic pH of coffee means that it can't be composted industrially and instead has to be put in a landfill, where it emits methane, a greenhouse gas 30 times worse than carbon dioxide. The impact of food waste on our environment recently has been well stated, as it accounts for 6% of our total global carbon footprint, but the impact of one of your favourite drinks on the environment might be worse than you think.
Recognising the impact air quality has on the health of Exeter students and residents, UMC was founded as an Enactus project in 2018. We conducted numerous experiments to find innovative ideas to reduce the amount of carbon dioxide released from coffee grounds. We collect waste coffee grounds from local coffee shops, upcycle them into a growing medium for gourmet oyster mushrooms, and sell them to individuals and businesses. The process starts with sterilising the coffee before mixing it with mycelium in order to kickstart the primary stage of the mushroom life cycle. Our team then packages up the mixture into grow bags. After a few weeks in a climate-controlled environment, the grow bags are ready to produce mushrooms in our fruiting room. To preserve the shelf life of our mushrooms and prevent waste, we dehydrate them and seal them in airtight packaging. At the end of the growing cycle, the grounds are now suitable for composting with our partners at Sidwell Street Community Centre, and the mushrooms enrich their soil with nitrogen. By keeping coffee grounds out of landfill, we are one step closer to the dream of eliminating greenhouse gas emissions from food waste forever. We have the capacity to upcycle 50 kilograms of coffee a week, preventing emissions equivalent to those that come from heating a home in the UK for 2.5 months. Since UMC was founded, our team has prevented the waste of 150 kilograms of coffee grounds and more than 2 metric tons of CO2, which is the equivalent to the lung capacity of almost 170,000 children.
Expanding UMC hasn't been without its faults. This year, a significant portion of our technical equipment has broken down, which has slowed our production and destabilised our output. This means we've only prevented 35 kilos of coffee grounds from entering a landfill, but that equates to us saving 420 kilos of carbon dioxide from entering the atmosphere. These problems have really empowered us to think of out-of-the-box solutions, and our team have created quick and sustainable solutions so that we can get our farm back on track and continue making a difference.
Instead, our team used this disruption to refine our production process and protocols in order to increase the efficiency of our growth cycle and tackle problems such as mould and packaging. We are now in a position to secure sales to local businesses and those further afield thanks to the extended shelf life of our products. We have made particular inroads in selling back to our coffee ground suppliers, such as local restaurant Eat on the Green, in order to create a circular economy for UMC. Moving forward, we will use the proceeds of our sales over the coming months to finance our new initiative to provide work experience placements to adults with learning difficulties. We hope to provide them with transferable skills that can empower them to obtain long-term skilled employment.
Firstly, we have demonstrated entrepreneurial thinking by identifying the need for carbon dioxide emissions caused by coffee grounds to be reduced. We have also demonstrated entrepreneurial thinking by identifying an opportunity for gardeners needing nitrogen-rich soil and local restaurants wanting mushrooms. Secondly, we have demonstrated innovation by using waste coffee grounds to create mushroom grow kits. Thirdly, we have demonstrated the use of business principles by developing a circular economy, and this is through restaurants saving money by donating coffee grounds and then buying our mushroom grow kits. And lastly, we are creating a sustainable positive impact by reducing carbon dioxide emissions in Exeter or generating £173 in sales. In conclusion, while this has been a challenging year, we have made progress nonetheless. We are proud to say that we have directly impacted the lives of at least 6 different beneficiaries, stopped 400 kilograms of carbon dioxide from being emitted, launched 2 new projects, one local and one international. Thank you for listening. We are Enactus Exeter.